Hey YouTube, coming at you with what's going to be the last Summer Cup team because there is a new Pokemon and new Shadow Pokemon coming out tomorrow. So we're going to do that event coverage this afternoon. So this is from Pedro, who is a member of the channel. So thank you for the support there. Shadow Scizor, Cradily, Gastrodon, pretty balanced team, pretty straightforward team. This team is very similar to the one I used. This is what Pedro says. This team is very similar to one I used to climb Open Great League last season, but with Gastrodon instead of a Zoomerl. Fairly safe. I like Cradily with Seed Bomb since it outpaces Acid Cradily and it puts more pressure with Rock Tomb. Shadow Scizor puts early pressure on, and like Gastrodon as a closer. Overall, pretty balanced team and easy to use. I feel like my main mistakes on my losses were not recognizing potential Pokemon my opponent had in the back. Okay, so yeah, I think the team is a pretty smart team. I also am using Bullet Seed Cradily in this meta. I just think that there's too many like Mud Boys and Waters in a very limited meta like this, so I think Bullet Seed has more play. But otherwise, it's a balanced team, right? Gastrodon's going to be weak to grass. You have Scizor as a bug steal is going to resist grass. Cradily is your safe swap in case you see a fire on the front. Obviously, in the back, you have two things that can deal with fire. So I think you pretty much play out any lead, except if it's like a fire or a really bad lead. But this is a fantastic lead, so they are weak to Bullet Punch. They should be getting out of here. They are not. So at this point, you can just one shield and commit to the farm down. They are going to get to a Rock Tomb here, and I really would not want to take that. You might need to throw here, actually, because it's Bullet Seed, yeah. It's not Acid, it's Bullet Seed, so you had to throw here, else they're going to get to another move, and there's no point of taking a second move. And they come in low punny, so yeah, we're just going to stay in here and start spamming some Night Slashes. Our attack is lowered by 1, but you know, so be it. Oh, we get the attack rise. At this point, I think you just go straight Night Slash. Like, once you get that attack, once you get that double attack boost, there's no reason to not throw it. Unfortunately for them, they come in more Peko to try and catch a Night Slash, and they are catching. Oh no, they do shield anyways. Interesting. Well, yeah, like, you gotta respect a double, like a boosted Night Slash. I think staying in here is fine. Like, this is what I would have done as well. You put pressure on them to throw this move, and now you can slap down very quickly. Hope that you can slap down for the this Dark Aura Wheel is gonna hurt. Boosted Dark Aura Wheel won't take you out, but it will put you pretty low, very low. But you are at a Body Slam. I would throw that Body Slam. Okay, going for this Water. You're only gonna get one move off, so I think, yeah, Water Pulse is correct. Instant swap so you don't get farmed down. Instant, yeah, you can't get farmed down there. You just gotta make that instant swap. I don't think it'll cost you. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what the moveset on this thing is, but you know, when you have only one move left, there is no point of when you have no moves left and your opponent only has like one move to take you out, there's no point of letting them take you out. You just instant swap. Kingdra, so kind of I guess a neutralish lead slash, this is gonna be Swift, and the Swifts are gonna come pretty fast, at a faster pace than your Night Slashes. Going to try to boost that attack, although Bullet Punch is still resisted on water. So even if you boost, well, that lands, so no, yeah, they get to another Swift. So we were going to do double shield or just go to like hopefully 1 HP here. It's a non-shadow. Yeah, if it was shadow, you would have been taken out, but it's a non-shadow. Whoa! Coming in with a Cradily of their own here, which is insane to a boosted Pokemon. And then giving up switch into Gastrodon. Why would you do that? Holy crap. Okay, your opponent kind of threw that one. I think your opponent just needs to come in Gastrodon and shield up a potential Trailblaze. There's no reason to come in and then give up switch. And speak about no reason to come in and give up switch, why are you not throwing the grass knot to take this out? What is happening here? I mean, 2000 elo, it is early-ish in the season. But with Bullet Seed too, it's not like you have an Acid Cradily that's having a little bit of trouble with the fast move. You were chipping that down and you had moves. I know they have the Cradily too, but at this point, sacrifice this. One move's not going to take him out, so yeah, just go the Rock Tomb to lower their attack. But you're pretty much in range anyways, and now you're just going to get outpaced. This won't take him out. And they should get to 2 moves. So you probably should have gone a second Rock Tomb, but it won't matter. Yeah, I think you lost this one when you... Like, I'm pretty sure they're going to get to another move. They definitely farmed up a bit there. Oh, do they have acid? Oh, they have acid. Okay. I saw bullet seed. I don't know why I've seen bullet seed. Maybe I've seen yours. Okay, so you do have paste. That's okay. Yes, bullet seed does charge faster than acid, so it's definitely a positive when you're in that matchup against the cradily. Okay, night slash, and they shield immediately. What is happening? Okay, you're only in the 2000 range, and these are some crazy shields and jumping around by your opponents here. Shielding up a brine, brine's garbage, but Shadow Scizor is pretty glassy, so yeah, I don't hate the shield. I think you could probably live one. Like, I think you can live a brine from this range. The poisons aren't really adding up. Still just going to double shield early. Um, I think you could have lived it. Now you're going Trailblaze. I feel like if you're going to do that, you just do that earlier. You do that first. You can throw Night Slashes that are boosted. I think maybe that's the right way. And again, a Crustle coming in, getting absolutely lit up by these bullet punches that are super effective on the rock. They're just sacrificing this. What do they have in back? Cradily? Nope. Ferret? Why would you come? Why would you come against a Pokemon that is taking super effective instead of a Ferret, where you can just farm and come up with energy? Okay, your opponents are more on the rookie side, I guess. So getting to the Rock Tomb, yeah, you just go straight Rock Tomb here. They cannot reset, so you just lower that attack every chance you get here. So hopefully you live a Trailblaze. It's going to be close. If you live, it's like 1 HP. Couple HP. So that's nice getting this, because they just boosted their attack for a second time, but you just lowered it for a second time. I would instant swap here. Don't get farmed down. Yep. Gotta hope you get to a move, because Trailblaze should one-shot. Would have been double super effective. I assume double super effective even from a non-stab would take out there, but I'm not 100% on that, but I'm pretty sure you would. Okay, Palkia. I've seen a few of those. Fortress comes in. Gastrodon eventually comes in here. You can assume Sand Tomb and Rock Tomb and just let this go. Yeah, I think that's the right play. Going for the Water Pulse here. A little bit of an overfarm just in case they do let this go. And they do let it go, so now we have a little bit of energy coming out. That was nicely done. You have to go Body Slam because water is double resisted on the Dragon Water. So any chip here is good. Palkia's pretty glassy. Yeah, they're probably going to want to shield most things up here. Now, they're going to have... Where do you go here? Okay, you do have move already. They're probably at 2 Aqua Tail, so they should shield and just try and get both moves off here. Yeah, so you have... Yeah, with a Bullet Seed, it's kind of like you just have to... So you're going to commit to the double shield here. How close... I have no idea how close they are to a third move, though. And they try to catch on a Dedenne, so we nicely held back there. They're at what, 2? So maybe just catch on the 5. 3, 4, 5 catch. Okay, 4, 5. That was one off on the count there. I think it was probably a catch worthy here. I don't think it's going to matter too much. But you're in one of those positions where they just had to throw. Like, as soon as I got the Parabolic Charge, they had to throw because you were doing too much damage with the Bullet Punch. So it's one of those of like the easiest chance to throw there, because like to catch, because they have to throw right on 5. It's not like they're going to hold back. They don't have that luxury with their health. Abomasnow, another great lead. Haven't seen any fire leads here, so we haven't really had to get out. Gastrodon, Bullet Seed, Cradily, so this is nice. Water Pulse is neutral, and it will chip, but you will very easily live this and outpace to the next move, so it does not matter too much. Now, the only concern is, do they want to try to take this in the 2 shield now that they landed 1? So there's 1, and that looks like exactly what they're going to try and do here. Body Slam basically takes you out if you shield, and they're going to shield right back here and take it in the 2v1. So that's the only concern if you let the Water Pulse go. Oh, why would you not fight? Why would you not fight when you have an Abomasnow in the front? Just coming straight Morpeko. Oh my goodness, they could have flip switch here and had a an Abomasnow on your Gastrodon and a Morpeko on your Scizor. And instead now just getting absolutely decimated in the... Like, I think your opponent has to try and read that. Like, I have an Abomasnow on the front that's going to do nothing. Why would you shield your Scizor against the Abomasnow? Well, I guess you took a move anyways. Going for the bait here of the Night Slash, which is resisted on Morpeko, but assuming that they're going to shield up anything when the Gastrodon can Mud Slap down, right? And maybe you're just burning the timer. Instant swap. Instant swap. I don't think honestly, I don't think they can go Psychic Fangs or Wheel here. But you gave them like a close potential too. So, okay. Scizor, another fantastic lead. Cradily is another fantastic lead. They're getting out into Airquinid. You don't really have a good answer. No. No, you don't have a good answer. You have to stay in. So, Cradily, I know you have Rock Tomb, and you thought Rock lower the attack and hit super effective, but they are a Bug Bite user, which is super effective against the grass. They, at the same time, just baited you with a Bubble Beam to lower your attack. Hopefully, they can't get to Bug Buzz here. Water Pulse. Okay, that's Water Pulse is what it's running. Yeah, but the Bug Bites are going to start adding up here. You did burn one shield. They're just going to let this go. So you do keep Switch. That's a nice switch at that. But, you know, you are lowering its attack, but they could just commit to the farm down. And if you come in Scizor, you now have to take in a neutral Rock Tomb. You did lower the attack by 1, so maybe they're probably close to 1.5 here. So do have a Night Slash right away, which is okay. They may shield, but yeah, they don't need to. They can just go double, yeah, and you're low. They're pretty close to a second here. Yeah, because they farmed up so much on the mid game there. And now, even though Morpeko's in the back, just, yeah, whatever, just try and grab a shield slash. Even, honestly, you almost hope you chip. Because they could just go double Aura Wheel to take you out. They may go Psychic Fangs Aura Wheel. Oh, Seed Bomb. Yeah, some of those run them, especially in limited metas like this. I don't think I would. I don't think it's the right move to run. But yeah, in limited metas, there is a play for Seed Bomb. We have seen this in past metas. The same thing where Pekko's as a safe swap coming in to draw out the Gastrodon and then just significantly outpace to the Seed Bombs to take it out. So, yeah, there is the potential to play that. But I think once you shielded in the mid game there, and then they had a bunch of energy, you're kind of tough situation. Coming in here with against a Togedemaru, yes, Fellslinger is super effective, but it's a terrible move. You do not have any moves to throw at this thing though. You know, Rock and Grass both resist it, but Togedemaru is a little glassy. Eventually, Aircannon does come in. Bug Bite is super effective. Rock Tomb super effective as well. So this will be good chip. And now it is a race to get to the move. I think they get to him like a Water Pulse and take you out before. With the Morpeko on the front, looks like Togedemaru on the front, we just want to try to flip switch here. You're almost hoping that they don't want to double shield something that would, shield something that would make them 2 times lowered, but they are just trying to keep that switch, and they will. At this point, no. Well, you know what? I say no. Well, that sucks that it's a Bubble Beam. I say no, but you almost need to keep Scizor alive to a certain extent, now that I think of it, because if they have more Pekko or Togedemaru on the front, they probably have an answer to Gastrodon in the back. So you need to keep this alive. Unfortunately, this thing's going to wild charge you out of here, and you're probably going to be aligned in the back with a bad Pokemon. Okay, Azumar's not the worst Pokemon to see here. I mean, Water Pulse is resisted, so you just have to go Mud Slap Body Slam. But you'd be surprised how much this Mud Slap Body Slam combo does add up here. Mostly because of the Body Slam. Sorry, no, not that. mostly because of the mud slaps with very little help from the body slams. Your opponent correctly recognizing that it's probably just 2 ice beams and not a play rough ice beam combo here. And with that, we'll get to a move probably enough to take you out. And we'll take that win. Yeah. You know, it's not even that Scizor has an amazing matchup against Azumarill, but I think you have to, like, try and fight a bit more in the mid game there. But no, sorry. You did try and fight. I saw. Let me just stop that because I remember actually forgot for a second what happened there. I think I think first things first is if they have a electric Dedenne or Togedemaru or Magnezone on the front, and you have a Gastrodon in the back, you should try to be fighting in the mid game to flip switch, because the assumption in your mind has to be, if I have something like that in the front, there's an answer to Gastrodon in the back. So I think you have to try and fight as much as you can. And then you seem to try to fight it for a bit, but lost anyways. And then shielding the Scizor, like I immediately thought, like, why would you shield the Scizor when you're gonna lose anyways? But then I'm like, I forgot that I was like, it's not a Morpeko. It was a Togedemaru, so Night Slash would have been neutral. Plus, if you are under something Gastrodon's in the back, there's no point of saving one shield for Gastrodon if you're gonna lose anyway. So, just wanted to correct a couple of my mistakes there. But yeah, you pretty much have to fight as hard as you can in the mid game there. Yep, that's right. You shield the first one, you Trailblaze, you take it, Gastrodon comes in. Going to get to the Trailblaze. This is one you could bait. Like I always say never bait, but this is one that they're like 98% of the chance is going to shield. But, you know, I always say grab a shield or take it out. So I don't mind that Trailblaze at all, especially when you have a Bullet Seed Cradily coming in here. Water Pulse will chip quite a good amount. Crustle, throw that Rock Tomb. Super effective. You know, I would be getting out immediately here. You don't have to, but because you're going to get to another move. But, you know, I would have just saved this a little bit more for the Gastrodon. But it does not matter because once you chip there and take this here, they're 2 times lowered, so you don't need to worry about anything here. Just take this move. Have a shield. They're low. Yeah, it doesn't matter really how you play that out, but Water Pulse, shielding that up. Yeah, I was going to say, what are you doing? Just take this out. Nice editing on my end here. Okay, left with 1 battle and another fantastic lead. So we didn't see any Talonflame or tough leads that you had to really fight for switch. A lot of good leads, a lot of good switches here. Yeah, so with balanced teams like this, as this seems to just be a pretty straightforward matchup here, throwing before they get to a move to force pressure on that shield here. You'll live another Hydro. It'll be close, but you should live 1 more, so you could let it go. Going to shield anyways. Yeah, I don't think it matters too well. Again, they're going to come with Bomb Stone. The Bomb Stone is hitting super effective. Yes, you have the Rock Tomb, but they just may try to let this go and 2 shield whatever's in the back here. That's what I would do too. You really have no choice with the Scizor on the lead. So they'll take you out. They'll probably save this and just try and go 2 shield whatever's in the back. So take you with the Wither Ball. You instant swap to Scizor. They will instant swap to Skeledirge. Yeah, so you're going to punish them anyways. It's just a hard counter team, but yeah, I don't think they're wrong in how they played that. It's just not much you can do when you're hard counter like this. Okay, so balanced teams, and this is a problem when you run balanced teams like this. That last matchup was a perfect example of how screwed you could have been if you had Gastrodon and had Scizor in the back, right? Because then you would have had a Gastrodon against an Abomasnow. Even if you tried to safe swap Cradily, it's not even a good safe swap. And then if you tried to go straight Scizor, which you can't, they're going to have an answer to. They're going to have an answer for Scizor, and it was there. So you would have got hard countered, kind of like they got hard countered. When you're in those positions, I think how your opponent played is how I would play out a lot of these. Like, okay, I have a terrible lead. Let's say you see a fire or you see I guess fire is probably one of the hardest you're going to see on the lead. So you see a fire on the lead, you come cradily, and um, they eventually get out into a mid game there. Like your first thought should be, I need to win this at all costs. And so you are immediately thinking through the two shield scenario should be on your mind immediately. Can I take this matchup by using two shields? If the answer is yes, you fight tooth and nail to take that switch in the two shield. If you can't, then your mindset should be, can I grab one shield and take a shield advantage out of this? So that's what your opponent did there. Your opponent's like, I can't take switch here, but I can maybe grab a shield here. And so they grabbed a shield, kind of recognized that the two shield was in the back. Unfortunately, got hard countered. You can't do much about that. You just have to be like, okay, I made the right play in my mind, but it just got hard countered. So just a little, when you're running these balanced teams, I find them that they are the easiest to run, but it just kind of play through like if it's, do I need to leave this lead? Is it a hard counter lead? Yes or no? If it's a no, you pretty much play out everything. If it is a hard counter lead, you get into your safe swap. Once you're in your safe swap, can I flip switch in the two shield? Yes or no? If it's a yes, play that two shield out, in my opinion. If it's a no, try and grab a shield to grab shield advantage. That's how I play it. I don't know if it's 100% correct. Some people would say you don't need to fight for switch, but on balanced teams, like balanced teams when you're hard countered on the front, seem like teams you want to try and fight hard in the back end to flip there, in my opinion. But open for other people's opinions in the comments below. If you run balanced teams, let me know if that thinking aligns with what you do for balanced teams. Anyways, yes, this afternoon we have an event tomorrow with new Pokemon. They are garbage, but spoiler alert, they're garbage. But there are 4 Pokemon with shadows coming. I don't remember if some of these have been around before. It's Altaria, Cladle, like Zweilous or the evolved Hydreigon, and what was the fourth one? There was a fourth one on there. I forget what it was, but I got the analysis on whether those shadows are better coming out this afternoon. And then tomorrow's League turnover. So Mega Master League, we'll look at some Mega Pokemon that you can use in the Mega Master League, and then Willpower Cup. So, and one other thing, as I'm shooting this video, because I'm shooting this video Saturday night. I'm a little ahead, not much ahead, but Saturday night I'm shooting this video to go up for Monday morning. I've got my one video for Sunday done already, and I've got this is my last Summer Cup team. When I was putting this team together, I put this team together Friday night. I put this team together Friday night, and there were 2 submissions, one from a member, one from a non-member. And then when I went to shoot this and I reopened up the what's it called? Submission form, there were another 3 submissions after this. And I just want to let you guys know, if you are going to be submitting something to me to showcase, if it's an open Great League or Ultra League, yes, you can submit it on a Saturday night, because I won't be able to get to it by the Monday, but Great League, Ultra League, and stuff comes around again. To the 4 people there was 3 who submitted to me on Saturday here, either super late Friday, 10 p.m. or came on Saturday. I cannot, there's almost a 1% chance that I will showcase a limited cup team that comes to me on a Saturday, because I'm almost guaranteed to be done my videos on Sunday and Monday before that. So if you want me to showcase your limited cup teams, truly film it Tuesday night and send it to me Wednesday, because that's a pretty good shot you will be showcased. But those of you who send Friday night, Saturday, that's a pretty good shot you will not be showcased, just because I'm probably done videos for Monday by Saturday night. So just an FYI there. With that, I will say thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.